How often should smartphone design change? Now, I've been thinking about this, and it's with the pursuit of all screen, the thinnest bezels that you can get on a smartphone, being such a popular trend in the industry right now. And I'm just there thinking, you know what? Is it needed? Is it a bit overkill? Is it something that needs to take a back seat? Or do we need the constant pursuit of design change every single year to make smartphones more relevant to the time? So yeah, I thought, you know what, let's do another a cappella video. Let's have this discussion and let's see how you guys think and what my thoughts are on it. So again, Ben from Lover of Tech. How often should smartphone design change? Now, the company that really comes to mind on this topic that really made me think about this question is definitely Apple. Yes, and not obvious of a surprise when it comes to this, but as of recent years, they have been known to be the company that, near enough, let's be honest, drags their feet when it comes to dramatic design change on a smartphone. If you look at the original design of the iPhone 6, which is from 2014, we can pretty much say that all the way to the iPhone SE of 2020 this year, it's basically based on the principle of that same design but with minor changes. Now, that does not mean Apple hadn't gotten flack for the lack of change in design on all these phones, but let's just say this, overall the average consumer and the general public hasn't really cared as much when it comes to design change, nowhere near as much as us enthusiasts who scream for the next and best bleeding edge from premium brands like Apple. But it's not to say Apple doesn't make design changes. Let's be honest, it does. And if you look at the iPhone 10 of 2017, that was probably their most polarizing and their biggest design change with that big notch that we've had. And we know that many brands, once they saw it, they were following it. And it's the third year into the iPhone 11 series, and pretty much that is the brand identity and the design identity for the modern iPhone that we all know right now. But let's look on the other side, and the other side of the coin. When we flip it, you've got companies like Samsung, and my goodness, let's be honest, they don't hold back when it comes to pushing design to the next level every single year with every single release. And you know what? It even goes as far as, especially with the flagship category, they go as far as even creating new categories and new tiers of ultra premium flagships with ultra premium designs, such as folding screen phones from the Fold to the Z Flip. But personally, what I want to know is, right, if this is the best method, you know, what's the preferred way of having to keep your phones relevant through design in a sustainable way, staying relevant with smartphone design and identity? You know, how often do we really need to be making design changes to really push things forward? Now, personally, I'm an enthusiast. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm in a camp where I love the old screens, the thin bezels, all the developments when it comes to all these new things, the under the screen selfie being made, you name it. I'm all for the bleeding edge. I am an enthusiast and I have no shame in it. I've said this and I want that pursuit, right? But honestly, those things excite me. That's the reason, you know, and I feel like, you know, for how expensive these companies want to be charging us all our products, right? Especially at the top end, boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm going to expect you to put all the eggs in one basket for all the time that you have for the next flagship for you, if you're going to be charging me that money, to make sure that you're giving us the best that you do. So yeah, personally, they do need to put a lot of effort when it comes to R&D, you know, to make sure that they bring in the best tech in design, you know, for us, so we can enjoy it coming forward. And it's something that we're going to have to appreciate and enjoy, so we can see the differences between the previous products, the current products, and against the competition. Now, but with phones like the iPhone SE 2020, what you're pretty much getting is Apple bringing a pretty much up-to-date internal specs, latest Apple, but with an older design, practically dating way back to 2014, or if we're going to be a bit generous, 2017 if you compare it with the iPhone 8 because of the glass back and wireless charging, and coming with an aggressive price starting with, right? Wouldn't it be interesting to see an Android OEM pretty much follow the same suit? I mean, take the same note and probably do it. I mean, some say that, look, with the Android platform and the Android space, OEMs struggle to do that because the competition is so high. To really differentiate yourself, that you have to stay ahead. And you know what? I agree. Like, I'm not disagreeing with how tough the Android scene is to stand out, right? But I'm just thinking, what if an OEM did do that? Let's take, for example, Samsung, right? The S7 Flat and the S7 Edge, right? From that time, 2016, right? To be exact, have that design. I love that design. A lot of people love that design. I know friends and family that still use that phone, especially the S6 Edge, right? But in 2020, with that same design, but with internal specs like the Snapdragon 865, 12 gigs of RAM, 4,500 milliamp hour batteries, etc., all the jargon that comes with it, but with an aggressive price point to start with at $399 or even lower. I'm telling you, personally, for someone like me that recommends these products to a lot of friends and family that come to me and ask me, hey, Ben, what's the latest products that I should be getting, you know? That's something that I would recommend to them all day. It's familiar, but it's powerful, and it's something that will keep them going even longer, but it still has a sleek and premium design that, to me, is a no-brainer, right? And it's the option for, as I like to call them, non-enthusiasts away from us who don't really yearn for that bleeding edge latest technology in design. But yeah, that's it for me, man. I've been thinking about this topic and I thought, let me share it with you guys again. As you know, this is for us to have a discussion, and I've been thinking, like, how does Apple get away with these dated designs and them dragging their feet when it comes to dramatic designs? There must be a psychology behind it because it seems to work for them, right? And why is it that no other Android OEM has been brave enough, or looks like they're scared enough, to not even take and try the same thing? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Again, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Level Squad, so you don't miss videos like this. Make sure you like, share, stay subscribed. I hope you guys are safe during this time. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.